This is the Mystery Shack from Gravity Falls, and this is a bunch of Lego pieces that I'm going to be using to recreate the Mystery Shack. And once it's complete, I'm gonna display it at one of the largest Lego conventions in the world. Let's go. So the first step was to study the design of the shack so I could recreate it digitally, because there's no way I'd have all the right parts on hand to build it. However, the design certainly posed a bit of a challenge considering the shack is an architectural anomaly, but I managed to work my way around that challenge, and after hours and hours of building, I completed it. Unfortunately, the final build was around 2,000 pieces, most of which I didn't have. So now it's time for step 2, go broke. So I placed some absurdly large orders on some Lego parts websites, and eventually, the packages came in. Which brings us to step 3, build the shack. Like, for real this time, not digitally. Oh, and just for a little bit of context, the Lego convention that I was trying to get this built for was coming up soon. Like, very soon. Anyways, I ripped open the packages and started sorting the pieces, because there were a lot. But after I got them all sorted, it was time to start building. That's step 1 of the instructions complete. Now for like 200 more. So after pushing down a lot of plates for the base of the build, I was ready to start construction on the structure itself. And after only a few more hours of building, I'd completed the first floor, for the most part. There's actually a little bit of work to do for the interior still. Thankfully, I actually pretty quickly finished the second floor. But now came the most tedious part of the build, the roof. After putting all of these plates together, I had to tile the entire thing. So, let's go. So after what felt like ages of designing, sorting, and building, the Mystery Shack was finished. As you can see, I really put a lot of effort into the small details of this build, and that's even more true for the inside, so let's take a look. First off, here's the gift shop, which I actually managed to get a pretty good amount of detail in. And then of course you see the vending machine over here, which has the secret area behind it. Kind of. I know it's a bit more underwhelming than stairs to a secret basement with a portal in it, but I didn't really have room for all that. Anyways, the next room over is this kind of dining area, which also has this little aquarium build. And then to the right, you can see the living room, which features a boxy TV, the nasty yellow armchair, and then of course the dinosaur skull. And then all the way to the other side of the shack, we have the museum, which It's definitely a bit smaller than it should be, but that's the conundrum of the Mystery Shack. It looks small on the outside, but is spacious on the inside. And I decided to sacrifice the scale of the interior to get a more accurate look on the exterior. Moving on, the roof actually folds up so you can get access to the second floor, which is once again a bit lacking in terms of accuracy, but I got the main features in, like Dipper and Mabel's bedroom. By the way, I'm really proud of this triangle window design that I made, although it's certainly a little bit fragile. And then on the other side of the second floor is just a little storage area. But that's gonna be it for the interior. And with the shack being complete, it was now time to pack it up along with some other creations from past videos to take to Brickworld. And here we are, day 1 in the Windy City. Is it actually windy there? Oh yeah, a little bit. Anyways, we made our way inside and dropped our stuff off in the hotel room. That's my dad, by the way. We then made our way to the nearby Lego store, and it was a madhouse. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, right? I mean, there's a Lego convention right next to it, and we all know Lego fans are like rabid, feral, unruly. So I somehow managed to escape unscathed, but my wallet did not. I purchased some build a minifigure parts, as well as some random sets. Oh, and I also got this goodie bag of stuff earlier when we checked in, by the way. But after that, we made our way back to the convention center and got to work on setting up my displays. After that was done, there was a mixer event that was starting in a little bit, so we made our way to that. All right, day 2, just got out of a few presentations, going to eat lunch. This is kind of my first time filming myself talking in public. It's a bit awkward. Also, I'm about to head back to the Lego store. I can't believe I went back to the Lego store and spent more money. Day 3 was a bit more of the same old, you know, just looking around a bit more and more presentations and stuff. However, something massive happened this day. There was a minifig speed build competition, and myself, joined it. And you already know, without a shadow of a doubt, I smoked the competition. I think I beat the other guys by like like 2 or 3. You see, what you had to do was just essentially take the legs, torso, and head, and then a hat for the minifigures and build them as quickly as possible. Should I be proud of this skill? But anyways, the final competition, which would decide the winner, wasn't until the next day. And yeah, this is day 4, which was possibly the craziest day of them all, because it was public day. The public. Yeah. I was just really all over the place that day. There was so much going on. But the most important thing, the speed build competition. I mean, just imagine my first time at a LEGO convention, I just enroll in a competition and win a trophy. That would be wild. Well, the finals of the minifig speed build are about to start, and I'm feeling pretty nervous. Feeling, you know, sick to my stomach, a bit shaky, but I'm gonna give it my best and see what happens. So I went up there and I built minifigs like I never built minifigs before. It was crazy. I was just legs, torso, head, hat. But eventually the clock stopped and they tallied up the minifigures, and I lost the competition, whatever that means. I mean, I definitely won, like, in spirit. Anyways, let's move on from this sore subject. I don't want to talk about it anymore. What we should talk about, World of Lights. It was really cool just to see all the displays that I'd seen earlier in normal light lit up. It was a totally different environment. What else happened day 4? Oh yeah, I bought a bunch more stuff. The last day. Now, once again, I was just all over the place this day because it was another public day. But eventually the convention closed for the public. And as soon as that happened, people started tearing down. So of course I joined in as well, but my packing up didn't take nearly as long because I did not have any sort of massive displays or whatever. So that gave me plenty of time to just walk around and, you know, take it all in one last time and say my goodbyes. And that was it for Brickworld Chicago 2022. So here I am, you know, months later, actually filming this video. The building of the Mystery Shack as well as Brickworld took place back in the summer. I really don't know why this video took so long to finish because I'm really proud of the Mystery Shack and I really enjoyed my time at Brickworld. But I'm just really glad to finally be sharing my creation as well as my story, my time at Brickworld. But with that, I'm gonna wrap up the video pretty soon. Real quick though, before it's done, I wanna thank my dad for accompanying me to Brickworld and just making it all possible, along with the rest of my friends and family for supporting this weird passion of mine. And finally, last, but certainly not least, thanks to you guys for all the support and watching this video, especially if you made it to this point. But with all that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll see ya.